Hey there everybody, hope your day's going well. Chicard Old School Gaming here, and welcome back to another Thoughtful Thursday. This time, we have even more tales from retail, along with, one of my own stories, and yeah. I'll be getting to that in a bit. First, let me just turn over here. Oh, and also, because I have a hard time reading things that are far enough away. I mean, unless I have the phone almost right here, which is kind of annoying. Well, I need to clean this first. Hold on a minute. Wow, okay, that is much better. So like I said, unless I want to have the phone right here when trying to read it, if I want to read it at a decent distance so it's not too interrupting, then I can. So anyway, let's see, the Tales from Retail subreddit. Okay, let's just jump in. This one's called My Favorite Thing. I like how that's in quotes. Warning, I mentioned blood in this post, nothing graphic. Okay, well, we all have blood in our bodies somewhere. Okay, one of my favorite things that customers do is that when they accidentally break some glass ceramic pottery, they then try to pick up the pieces with their bare hands. And then they come and find me, and they try and hand it to me, and then they have to wait with the glass in their hands while I put on my work gloves. It's even better when they try to pick it up, cut themselves, stop trying to pick up the glass, and then proceed to drip blood up and down at least 2 aisles because they don't need a bandage. Oh, dear God. Yes, you do. Not only do you need a bandage, you need to clean it, okay? Because, depending on what part of the glass cut you, it's probably not too clean. My wife got me some toilet paper. Really? So not only does someone have to clean up the now bloody glass, but someone, me, also has to block off the aisles and clean up the blood. Right. When I was working Walmart, it was like you have to have a mixture that's like 1 part bleach, 10 parts water in order to safely dilute the blood so that way it's no longer a biohazard. Because, hey, maybe you're clean. I mean, hell, I can say with confidence that I have no blood-borne diseases that someone can get from getting my blood on them. However, a complete stranger doesn't know. It's not as though everyone out there is my doctor and knows my medical history. So, yeah, you gotta clean out the blood because you don't know everyone. And hell, maybe... Well, okay, I should say that a few months ago, when I was tested, yes, I came up clean. But you never know. Like maybe in the time since then, unlikely, highly unlikely, but I could have got something. Or hell, maybe I am. Maybe not even like a bloodborne pathogen or something. Maybe it's just something as simple as a cold. But I have a really good immune system, so therefore I don't notice that I even am carrying the current cold virus that's going around, and now someone else has it because they got my blood on them. Yeah. Anyway, wow. I went off on a bit, but... Okay, and during this, the customer is apologizing, and I tell them, it's okay, it happens all the time, though in the future, I'd like you to get an employee instead of trying to pick it up with your hands. Thank you. Right? I've actually seen, well, sometimes I'd work, like, nearby and like a glass jar shattering somewhere, and I'm just, oh crap, go over there, and then someone, like, almost reaching down, wait, no, don't do that, don't pick that up, let me take care of it, I'll cordon off the area and coordinate with some other people over the radio, and we can get this cleaned up without you having to touch broken glass with your bare hand. Yeah. I don't think I ever had someone, like, run around and bleed after getting cut by glass. Did have a couple of times. A couple different coworkers, like, had a nosebleed and had to go in the back and then, okay, got to clean up their blood. Which, not a big deal. They weren't hit or anything. It was just, oh, crap, what do I do? Oh, well, first off, get out of the way and go into the back. Go, like, sit down and lean your head back until the nosebleed stops. Yeah. You would be surprised how often this happens, though. Thankfully, I've only had the one customer bleed on the floor like that. I can imagine. Just, not just imagine. I know how often the glass jars break. I mean, how the aisle with all the pickled stuff. Not just pickles, but olives and whatnot. Just anything that gets pickled in vinegar. How there's even different types of peppers and so on and so forth. That place, that entire aisle just smells of vinegar because of how many glass jars have fallen and broken and shattered all over the place. And get maintenance out there as soon as possible to not only clean up the glass but also mop it up and get all the vinegar off the floor. But it happens so often that the vinegar literally just soaks into the tiles. Yeah. Alright. Okay, this next one is a medium story called Seems Sus. Oh boy, I wonder. Yeah, so I work at a thrift store, and the way that we price our items is by category. For example, if you bought a jigsaw puzzle or a stand mixer at a regular store, they'd most likely ring up as jigsaw puzzle and stand mixer, respectively. But at my store, they would ring up as toys and kitchen instead. As a result, we get a lot of people switching tags from one item to another. I can imagine. I've never worked a thrift store, but I have been to thrift stores before, and sometimes you can find some good deals, other times maybe not so much. Hell, actually, working in Walmart, there have been... I didn't work the claims department, but I talked to someone from the claims department, and they said that, a lot of people bring in stuff from thrift stores that just, have, in a Walmart box, but it has a sticker on it that says, such and such a thrift store, and it's just, wow, so you bought that for the cheap at a thrift store. And it probably still works. I mean, you would hope with thrift stores, they have stuff on the shelf that actually works. Yet people bring that back to Walmart to return after buying it cheap at thrift store and then making a couple, maybe $2 or $3 extra at Walmart. The hell? Yeah, anyway. Now, we can't explicitly say that the person that brought something with the wrong tag to the register is the one that did it. We say, I'm sorry, but the tag that is on this item is incorrect. The actual price is amount. Or we have to send it back to get a new tag, or let me call someone to get you the correct price. Yeah, essentially run around like, maybe you did this, or benefit of the doubt, maybe you didn't. Let's fix it. Yeah, I'm a lead cashier and I'm able to give a price to something on the spot as long as the customer doesn't mind it being non-returnable. Okay. So there's this customer with a salad bowl with a wrong tag and the cashier doesn't know the real price. The tag on it said $2.99. When I get up to the front, I explain to the woman that the price is incorrect and that I know we don't price our salad bowls for $2.99 unless they are plastic. Hers was really nice and had a painting of a rooster on it, and that I could sell it to her for $4.99. That's not bad, especially for what you just described. And from a thrift store. Well, she was not happy with me and explained that there were tons of salad bowls back there that were this price, and that we are always doing this to her, that every time she comes in to buy something, we change the price of something that she is buying, which made me want to say to her that if we are always changing the price on stuff that you buy, maybe it's because you always switch the tags. I didn't actually say this. Seems suspicious though, right? Yeah, it's like every single time. Either you have terrible luck, or you're the one actually switching the prices on items. You think you would learn after a little while to stop doing that. I just smiled at her and explained that we are not changing the price because of her, but because someone switched the tags on her item, and that the tag is incorrect. It's just our policy, and that I could call for a manager if she wanted. Ooh, this should be telling. She said no, that it was the fact that we are changing the price, even though we priced it at $2.99, and that she would have bought it if it was $2.99 or $12.99. Wait, hold on. What? Hold on, sorry, what? You would have bought it if it was $2.99 or $12.99. She's offering it to you for $4.99, and you're gonna whine and bitch about if you're willing to pay $12.99. Okay, then let's make that the price, bitch. I explained to her again that we don't price our salad bowls at $2.99, and that this was wrong, and that I was giving her a correct price based on our pricing range. Right. Yeah, she ended up buying the bowl, and when I had time, I went to our kitchen aisle, looked at the prices on each of our salad bowls to look for our tons of $2.99 bowls. Every single salad bowl, bigger or smaller than the one she bought, was $6.99, and hers was the fanciest one. So I think that her $4.99 bowl was a great deal. Yeah. Maybe you should have said something along the lines of, wow, there's a lot of bowls out there that like this that are $2.99, a ton of them. Please, show me where, because I would like to buy some as well. God damn, Karen. Yeah, okay. So let's move on to the next story. The customer is not always right. It's the little ones. Hell yes. I work at a posh craft brewery shop in the UK. We serve our German beers, lager, Weissbier. It's okay. I don't drink, so I have no idea at all, not even remotely. Oh, in a stein. Okay. These steins have 1 centimeter of extra space at the top to allow for a head. Okay, it's like the foam on top. There is a clear mark on the side of the glass to denote a pint. Okay, so like it measures out, like this is a pint, here's a tiny little bit extra, so that way there's foam. Makes it look nice and pretty. Fair enough. Frequently, spoiled customers tell me to top up their pint, which would be an entirely valid request if there were 1 centimeter of head in a normal glass. But I take great pleasure in letting them know I did an exact pour to the line. This may sound petty, but considering how precise our pours are compared to the average UK pub, I feel it's actually petty of them to request such an insignificant difference, especially when there are other customers waiting. Wow, okay. I like that story, because it's just, I did it right. Just because you're used to the cheap-ass crap that you're usually getting at the other pubs, ours does it right. And we do it right every single time. How do you think we stay in business? How do you think we make so much money? So screw off. Or something like that. At least, well, that's what I would feel like saying, but yeah, then you need to return customers, and hey, maybe you can tell them, hey, we do a better job than those places. Check it. You have a pretty head on this beer. You get that at those other places? You don't? Well, come on back. We'll get you this every single time without fail. Yeah, maybe that's how you can get some return customers. Now, okay, another short story. A complicated return? Alright, sure. Oh boy. A complicated return. Oh boy. This happened a couple weeks ago at my job at a very popular jeans store. A woman came in claiming that she would have a fairly complicated return since she was technically past the 30-day time limit, but she had a decent reason. When she received the shirt she had as a gift, her arm was broken, so she couldn't try it on and had to wait for it to heal before she realized it didn't fit her. She was polite, so the manager had worked out a compromise. She could either exchange it for another of the same item in the same size, or receive a gift card for its current value. Okay. Yeah, okay. When complicated return first came up, I was just, ugh. But this is actually quite reasonable. It's just, okay, your arm was broken, you had a cast around it, you had to wait for it to heal, and then the cast to be taken off before you could even try the shirt. Okay, fair enough. Well, at least if it has sleeves. If it didn't have sleeves, just like, Okay, have someone help you. Hold both hands up high. Have someone put the shirt down on you. I'm not gonna nitpick. You're being nice, and the manager's working out some kind of a compromise. Okay, with everything set up, she opened the bag the shirt was in, and then realized the buttons said Lee. This immediately raised flags because our store only carries Levi products, not Lee. Oh boy. Fortunately, she noticed the mistake before she even handed the shirt to the manager and excused herself. Wow, really? So she just said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go," and left? Wow. It's nice to have a customer realize they made a mistake and apologize without any drama. Oh, absolutely. That is definitely the best in the world. A lot of short stories. Let me find a longer one. Let's see. Okay. Alright, well, here's a long one. Alright, so I made my first customer of the day mad and was amused. Okay, this should be interesting. Now, I want to start by saying I'm not usually like this. I don't know why I snapped when my shift just started or found pleasure in her anger, but there's no undoing the past now. Kind of interesting, because I like, for my story, I did snap, but yeah, I'll get into my story in a bit. So I was setting up by putting the $100 we start off with in the register. Please note that my light was off while I was talking to my coworker. I'll call her A. She was going back and forth dealing with customers on her register and talking to me. Okay. Suddenly, this lady stepped behind my counter and placed her chips and money down. Again, my light was still off as I hadn't finished setting up. My coworker was asking whether or not she should ring the lady up. The lady herself was wondering if she should switch registers, but asked me if I was open. God. Yeah, I've been to grocery stores, and okay, I have everything I need in my cart, or if I'm doing the light shopping, in my basket, and I'll be walking by the registers, and someone will say, "Oh, hey, come on over, I'll ring you up," at one of the registers, and maybe sometimes I'll look and go, "Oh, you're at this register? Cool. Let's let me get rung up, and then we can go on with our day." Other times I'll look and see "Oh, hey, the light is off," and if they tell me, if they're standing somewhere close by to the walk by, in front of the registers, then I'll say, "Oh, your light's not on." They'll go, "Oh, wait, okay, let me turn that on. Come on, set your things on the belt." No problem. And but that's only if I am being called by one of the cashiers. If I'm walking by and I see someone at a register, but the light isn't even on, I'm not gonna bother, because either they are closed and just setting up, or finishing with the last customer and getting ready to close up for the day, whether or not they have a closed sign in front of the belt. Yeah. I told her that I was about to open, as I do with customers who don't understand the oh-so-complex system of light on equals we're working, light off equals we're closed. Yeah, I had that so many damn times working registers at Walmart. It's just, okay, well, it's time for me to go to break or go to lunch. Let me turn off the light, finish with the last one, maybe two customers in my line, and then as soon as I do that, 5 more customers line up right behind them. The light, it is off. I mean, there's so few of those closed register signs that it's just, what the hell? The light is off. Why the hell are you still lining up, you dipwads? I was ringing her up and this interaction occurred. I'm going to try my best to type in all of it, but know that some parts might be missing. Oh, fair enough. You don't remember every single thing. Me. Also, for future reference, light on means we're working. Light off means we're I know, but when I went to registers with lights on, there weren't any cashiers. Your light was off, but you were the only one at a register. Sorry, what? Are there only 2 goddamn registers in the entire place? I looked around to see that my other coworker was not there, presumably doing some price check. See? Well, A could have helped you if you went by her register. Well, you work here, so I came to you. Anyway, you're a cashier, and you should have told her to get back to her register. Okay, first off, managers don't ever work the register. Okay, trust me on that. They're just, well, I'm a manager. I don't have to do the menial work. At least most managers are like that. There are a few good managers, but most managers just, well, I don't have to do the menial work. Miss, I'm a cashier. I have no power over what she does. Exactly. Well, she should have been working instead of talking to you. Wow. Communication is part of being human, right? I wanted to add, so excuse me for being human, but at that point she was already upset, and I didn't want to cause a commotion. Yeah. But I don't care. She bent down to get something, and I smiled at A, who was looking at this interaction. I was enjoying myself. Okay, me says something I don't remember. Well, the customer is always right, you know. She gave me a grin. Maybe she saw me smile at A. The customer is not always right. About what? How to piss me off? Shut the hell up. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Exactly, OP. This kind of set her off further. I don't remember what she said afterward, but it had something to do with me being rude. I cashed her out and handed her the receipt and change. She snatched it out of my hands and said, "It's people like you that do make this place go bad. This is how most people talk here, forgive me." Oh, okay, so the bad English is just how some people talk in Walmart? As she walked off, I looked at A again and smiled. Like I said, I was enjoying myself. I was about to explain to her what was up when I was called over by someone who works in the office. She asked me what my issue was with the lady. I sort of summarized it while excluding the part where I was blatantly rude. Yeah, fair. Honestly, I don't see you as blatantly rude. It's just, excuse me. God. I honestly just had to start turning everything customer said into a joke, otherwise I probably would have gone postal. Just wait for my story here in a moment. She just said next time don't engage with them because they can get offended if we say something. Something! Yeah. Hey, better a smartass than a dumbass, right? I finally told her and my other coworker what happened. I made sure to put emphasis on the part where she wanted me to tell A to go back to her register instead of talking to me, then explaining how I have no power over what A does. A mentioned how I handed her the receipt nicely, but she snatched it out of my hand, and another coworker commented how she would have left it on the counter for her to pick up. I replied that the only reason I did was because I wasn't mad. I was genuinely enjoying myself, and partially worried that this could get me fired. Lately, I've been aggressive and rude with customers when I don't mean to be. It hasn't even been a year yet since I started working, and the stress is finally getting to me. I don't know if I'll be working here for longer than a year. I only have 1 year left of high school, and to go to uni as soon as summer vacation is over next year. I'll need the money, and I want to put on my resume that I was fired for being rude. I think you mean don't. I'd rather resign on good terms so that I can call them if I need a reference for my future workplace. Yeah. Wait, hang on. Well, okay, so it appears in the comments of your post, a lot of people are saying that you were the only rude one. No. Honestly, I can put the blame on both of you. I mean, yeah, like, because, I mean, honestly, you could have said, can you hold on for just a few seconds while the computer boots up or something? You know, kind of some excuse like, hold on, the register needs to actually start before I can do anything, and it takes a few minutes. I mean, honestly, I don't blame you for getting a little short, especially with, this is super duper obvious. Seriously, there cannot be only 2 goddamn registers. Period. There has to be at least a few, right? You would think. So why is it that this Karen bitch is like yelling at you for being the only person at a register? Your light is off. You haven't even finished setting up. Like I said, like if I'm walking down the aisle like to enter the registers, and I see like first like from a distance, I'll look and see what lights are on, and I'm just okay, maybe 2 or 3 lights are on, depending on the time of day. So let me go and check out how full those 2 or 3 lines are, and usually I'll go for the one with the less. But if I'm in a hurry, like if I'm just doing some quick shopping, buying like 2 or 3 things before I go to work, then like if there's anybody in line at all, I'll go to self-checkout. But yeah, but first thing, are the lights on? If the lights are not on, I don't even bother looking at all. It's just either you're still setting up and that can take a few minutes, or you're finishing up for the day and you're ready to go home. I'm not going to stop you from getting home. I'm not the person who's going to hold a bunch of minimum wage workers hostage just so I can get 2 things and then leave. Speaking of registers and being short with certain customers, okay, so this is, well, a time when I was working working in chains at Wall Hell. Yeah. Okay, so I was working like the main overseer register, looking over 4 of the self-checkouts. Yeah, and oh, by the way, for those who are going to bitch and whine about self-checkout stealing jobs from people, what are you talking about? I mentioned it actually quite a long time ago. When I worked Walmart, the day of orientation, watching the different training videos and figuring out exactly like which different managers that we would answer directly to, so on and so forth, I was in a group of 5. Before even 6 months were up, I was the only one left from that orientation group. So self-checkout is stealing jobs from whom? Everyone who could have worked at the other registers got fired. And, stores need to sell groceries, and you need to buy groceries, so somehow something has to happen in order for that to go through in a decent, timely manner. So, I guess we're left with the self-checkout. Yeah, but, I've been to self-checkouts at different places, and often I don't need help, but all too often I just see people standing there, people watching, and they're not actually doing anything. Whereas I was actually being proactive, like going up, like kind of in a, constant move, constantly just walking around, just, oh hey, how are you? Oh, you have some produce. Yeah, especially with produce, because I honestly cannot remember all the codes anymore. But when I was working the registers a lot, I definitely did see the different produce so many times at the register that I had memorized plenty of the 4-digit codes for all the different produce, like bananas and peaches and grapes and bell peppers, and cilantro, and there's quite a bit. But anyway, as I was saying. I would just go around and oh, hey, you have some produce? Go ahead and set it on the scale. Let me just type this in for you real quick. And I didn't even have to go into the admin options on the self-checkout. It was just place it right here, and then I'll type in this code and either give it a moment to wait, or how many do you have in here? Do that. Easy. Or hell, even some people had something that was, kind of large and awkward. It's just, oh, hold on. I know how to maneuver this around the register, and beep, okay, there we go. Now, this particular day went on without too much of an issue. Yeah, I'd go around the registers and Like, during the slow times, I would clean them down, and during the busy times, it's just, okay, you have a little bit of produce, let me type in the codes for you, and send you on your way. Super duper easy. You don't have to spend time looking things up. Hey, you have a busy day. You are a busy person, so let me get you through here as quickly as possible and send you on your way. But at one point, this one couple waves me over, just like, excuse me, I have a little bit of a problem. Oh, okay, yeah, not a problem. No, I wouldn't say problem, just maybe, oh, hey, we have an issue over here. Okay, not a problem, let me see if I can't help you. They had some kind of, like, flavored freezer pops or whatever. I honestly forget, like, what brand, because there are a few different brands. Honestly, actually, it doesn't matter for this story. So, they were supposed to be on sale. However, whatever dipwad manager that was supposed to be in charge of changing the price in the system so that way the registers would recognize the sale price instead of the non-sale price, didn't do it. And they hadn't done it throughout the entire day, despite so many cashiers and what customer service managers and hell, even an assistant manager just like saying, like, hey, can someone change the price in the system to the sale price so we stop having delays at the register. But it hadn't been happening all damn day. Whatever. Since this was an all-day issue, I knew what to do. I had to go into the, I kind of used it before, I guess, the admin option on the register. Just open that up, then take one of them, void, scan it off. Now, price override, scan it again, put in the sale price. Then again, void, scan it off. Then, price override, scan it, put the sale price in, and then set it off to the side. Because they did have two. Which can be kind of confusing, but I mean, honestly, it's not that complicated. You see two added, then you see one subtracted, one with the right price. One subtracted, one with the right price. Now, I could have done like void, scan, then price override, scan, here's the sale price, price override, scan, here's the sale price. That way it's like 2 on, then 2 off, and 2 on with the right price. That might have been kind of the issue. Yeah. So after all that, and running, and it was, I'm making it sound a lot more complicated than it actually is. It wasn't that bad, but still, it's just annoying that no matter how many times tell the management, hey, this price needs to be changed in the system, they don't do anything. The Dilbert principle is people of low value are moved to places where they can do the least amount of damage. Management. So after they swipe their card, the receipt prints out, they're looking at the receipt and they're a little confused. So they bring it up to me, and they're asking in very broken English, like, what exactly is going on? And I'm just, oh crap. I am not nearly fluent enough in Spanish to help you with whatever's going on. So, and not just that, I barely had 1 hour left of a 70-hour work week. Yeah, so, and honestly, I was questioning myself just, wait, did I mess it up somehow? I mean, hell, I am absolutely not perfect by any stretch of the definition. So, I just use my best polite customer service voice. You know what? The fine folks over at the customer service desk will be able to help you figure things out much faster than I can. After all, even if I did, like, screw it up and make a mistake, a receipt has printed, which means at the point of the receipt printing, that means you have paid. There is absolutely nothing I can do at one of the normal registers. You have to go to the customer service register, which is already set up to take returns, or to like refund money if necessary. And like I said, I was thinking to myself, did I mess it up somewhere? Well, even if I did, there's nothing I can do. At least not at this point. So I turn around to look at the four self-check registers, where there's plenty of people. And mainly just to see, hey, does anyone else need help? And then this bitch of a Karen, oh dear God. I do not know what in the hell made her think it was okay to do this. But she comes up, takes the paper receipt, and shoves it, literally, she is pushing on my nose. It says it right here! It says it right here! I beg your pardon? Who in the ever-living hell do you think you are? In fact, I'd like to speak to your mother right now. She has to be embarrassed to raise someone to act like you do and treat someone like that in public. I kind of feel bad for her husband, because if she does that willingly in public, what the hell does she do behind closed doors? Now, as I said, I had barely 1 hour left to go on a 70-hour work week, and I completely lost my cool. Chicken customer service! Now, was I a little over the top? Maybe, perhaps. Perhaps I might have reacted a little harshly. But seriously, who in the hell do you think you are, shoving a paper literally into someone's nose? Now, I don't know what happened, but, well, like I said, end of a 70-hour work week. I go home and pretty much sleep through the next 2 days, only to come back and do it again. I was no longer put on the self-checkout. I think management may have seen that, or heard about it. Yeah, you know what? Whatever. I honestly do not give a damn, because I am so glad to be done with the ever-living hell that is customer service. You know what? Let's bring the video back to a happy mood by doing some comment shoutouts. Okay, so well, starting with a first time commenting. Wait, hold on. What the hell? No. Okay, so that's the second one. And that is when I shouted out last Thoughtful Thursday. Hold on, what the f*** is going on? Okay, I have no idea what in the hell just happened, or happened in general. Because, okay, the first comment that I would have wanted to shout out was from Jokester954 on, it was on Pokemon First Gen PokeTalk 20. Yeah, from this point forward, with Jokester954 saying, "Do you think this is good content worth posting?" Well, yes. yes, I do. I mean, if I didn't, I wouldn't post it. It's as simple as that. But hey, thank you for the laugh. Thank you for making the joke. I think, at least I'm taking it as a joke. And hell, your handle is Jokester. So, yeah. But why in the hell did you... Because, honestly, the only way I can see something happening to your comment is if you deleted it, or if YouTube shadow banned you. Which, yeah, blah, blah, blah. YouTube's official statement is, no one is shadow banned. Explain this. Huh? Either Jokester deleted his comment, or you did, YouTube. Because it sure as hell wasn't me. I just spent like 3 minutes looking for it, or however long, I don't know, because it's not in the main comment, like, lineup of different comments that are made, and it's not in the comment section of just that video anymore. So, what the hell happened? Answer that, and I'll believe that you don't actually shadow ban people. Yeah, okay, so shortly after that, I put out a short on the on Super Smash Bros. 64, just on a whim, and I had a huge subscriber streak. So let's see. First time commenting is Fairy Ray on Pokemon First Gen episode 56. Done with the endless grind. Yeah, just also I think you meant to say awesome video. Well, thanks. Thank you for that. Then, yeah, and second comment from Fairy Ray. Yeah, Pokemon First Gen PokeTalk 20 from this point forward, saying another awesome episode. Well, thank you again. Glad you enjoy it, and hope you keep enjoying, because trust me, I've got a lot of backlog. A lot. So, let's see. Pete Pebbleman, first time commenting. First comment on, Pokemon First Gen episode 56, done with the endless grind. Yeah, I was absolutely done at that point, and, Pete says, just subbed. Awesome! Welcome, and, there's a lot of content here, and, already a lot of content that I've uploaded, and a lot of backlogs, so, I'm not going to be running out anytime soon. Then, a second comment from Pete Pebbleman, this time on, Pokemon First Gen PokeTalk 20 from this point forward. Saying, Jacared, don't let that jokester guy get to you. He's a loser who bought subs. Really? Yeah. I mean, okay, so you see it as a troll comment. Me, I took it as a joke for two reasons. First off, the handle is jokester. So it's like, oh, hey, are you making a joke? Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. But also, there's a Facebook community page that I'm a part of, and God, it was actually fairly recently. I made a post that I was looking for the original Dynasty Warriors 1997, which I'll probably end up streaming sometime in the near future. But before that, I didn't even have that, so I'm just Does someone have it? Because I had already called up every single retro game store, like local to where I live, within a decent driving distance. I went a 90-minute driving radius around where I live, just calling every single retro game shop, just, do you have this? Yes or no? And none of them did. So I made a post on the community page saying, hey, I specifically said, I'm looking for a copy of the original Dynasty Warriors 1997 for PlayStation 1. And I even said that I had called, the city A, B, C, D. I named every single city with retro game shops that I had called in a 90-minute drive radius. Yeah, I had a couple people saying, holy crap, you really called everywhere. Well, good luck finding it. One person tagged someone else, and then the second person, the person who was tagged, said, oh, nope, sorry, I don't have it. Okay, hey, well, thank you to that first person for trying, for, reaching out to someone saying, hey, maybe, and the second person, nope, sorry. Oh, well. But then the idiots just come in droves. Oh, dear God. Had one person say, I tried looking up original Dynasty Warriors. I saw a few games and a bunch of figurines. I'm not sure what you're looking for. I'm sorry, what? I specifically said, the way it was typed in the post was Dynasty Warriors, parentheses, 1997, for PS1. Did you just stop reading when the parentheses started? Do you not know how the hell parentheses works? And I even said, it says exactly in the post what I'm looking for. I don't know what in the hell you're trying to look up, but I specifically said Dynasty Warriors 1997 for PS1. What the hell? Then the second idiot said, oh hey, have you tried calling the retro game shop 20 feet away in this area? What part of I've called every single retro game shop in cities A, B, C, D did you not understand? Did you think I just skipped one just so you could tell me to call that place? No, I called every single retro game shop. And I even replied to their comment, just, as I said, I already called every single retro game shop in a 90-minute drive radius. 90-minute one way. What in the hell do you not understand about that? Well, okay, I didn't include that last part, but still, it's like, what in the hell do you not understand about that? I was very specific with that. And the third idiot says, well, if you look on, well, I did a Google search for it, and there's a bunch of different sellers on eBay selling it. Thing is, I did put that in my post. I put, yes, I know I can buy it online for a reasonable price. However, I would prefer to buy in person. And I had to repeat myself to that idiot again, just, yes, I know I can buy it online, but I would prefer to buy it in person if I can. As it turns out, I couldn't, and I had to wait for the post to come through, the U.S. Postal Service to come through, because, well, I didn't have any other choice. No individuals had a copy to sell, and no retro game shop had it. At least not within a 90-minute one-way drive. Maybe further, but I was not going to go much further than that. Okay, I just went massively off topic. Let me get back on track. So with the Facebook community page, there was this one post, like someone had taken a picture of just like a smokestack coming up from near their house. They had heard some fire sirens, looked outside, saw a giant stack of smoke near their house. So they took a picture, quickly posted it on the community page, and just said, hey, I heard some fire sirens. Is everything okay? Does anyone know what happened? Genuine concern. And as it turns out, one of the public park's trash cans had caught fire. I don't know the details, but if I had to guess, I would say a lit cigarette was flipped into the trash can, and there was enough flammable material, enough ventilation and oxygen, and eventually things started burning, and then the burning turned into fire, and then the fire turned into a giant smokestack. Well, unfortunately it happens, but fortunately, the fire department got there in time, put it out, and no one was hurt. But before that answer was revealed, it was someone else, just, who didn't know exactly what happened, but they left a comment saying, oh, sorry, I ate some Taco Bell and got the farts. I didn't realize it would cause such a commotion. Which, hey, a little crude, but funny, and that's essentially the internet. This one Karen replied to his comment saying, oh my god, you are disgusting. Why would you comment something like that? Someone could actually be hurt. Yeah, that kind of person. And I replied to their comment saying, it's called a joke. People will sometimes joke about dark things, and that's how they cope with it, by just making a joke out of it instead of freaking out over every single little thing. Is this your first day on the internet? I don't know exactly what I commented, but it's something along those lines with, is this your first day on the internet? Karen replies to me saying, no, this isn't my first day on the internet, but people shouldn't be joking about things like that. I didn't respond to her again to continue the rambling, but I wanted to ask again, is this your first day on the internet? That is very, very light compared to some of the jokes on the internet. Wander off your Facebook safe space, and then you'll see, holy crap, there's a lot of terrible, terrible jokes. Like, some of them I can laugh at, others I'm just, oh, what the hell? but whatever. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, my point is that, when things are posted on the internet, you pretty much have to take them as a joke, otherwise you'll drive yourself insane with worry about, like, oh god, things like that. And I do not know about Jokester buying subs, which, I mean, if Jokester, if you did, you're an idiot. The whole fake it till you make it mantra is such BS. Because here's the thing, if you are faking it, people will notice and they will call you out, and they will not return. You'll have nothing but a bunch of bots following you around instead of actual followers. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. Why do you think I only upload 1 to 3 times a week with a weekly stream? Because I'm easing myself, well, not only am I easing myself into it, I have a full-time job that occupies most of my time outside of, like, sleeping and, well, a small semblance of a social life, and then YouTube. So I'm going very, very slowly, but that's just to make sure I don't bite off more than I can chew. That sent me on quite a bit, but let's see. Okay, let's move on to the next comment before I keep rambling on. Thank you, Pebbleman, Pete Pebbleman. So this time, let's see, a comment from Rational Tomatu on Pokemon First Gen PokeTalk 20 from this point forward, saying another awesome video. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, then there's, 3 different comments from Lilith-chan. First one is on Pokemon First Gen PokeTalk 20 from this point forward, Lilith-chan saying, good commentary, just sub. Well, thank you for that. Well, appreciate the sub and hope you stick around, because now, even at this point, let's see, still got to get the Earth Badge from Giovanni, then go through Victory Road, get to the Elite Four, Indigo Plateau and all that, beat the Elite Four, go through the Unknown Dungeon, beat the Elite Four a bunch of more times, and more PokeTalks, and then ending things with a stadium. Eventually getting Surfing Pikachu. That's... It's gonna take a while. Or rather, it did take a while, and mainly it's now just a backlog. But, okay, so, let's see. Yeah, okay, the second comment from Lilith-chan, this time on Pokemon First Gen, episode 56, done with the endless grind. Lilith-chan just says, awesome episode. Well, thank you for that. And, oh yeah, well, third comment, at least for now, from Lilith-chan, on Pokemon First Gen, episode 55, Arrival on Cinnabar. Lilith-chan says, gonna start from episode 1. Okay, I had some things that needed to be sorted there, but thankfully, editing. So, right, Lilith-chan, starting from episode 1. Oh, boy. So, okay, first off, there are different playlists on my channel. Like, for Pokemon First Gen, there is the Ultimate Pokemon First Gen Master, which has all the Let's Plays of the core episodes, all the Let's Plays of Stadium, all the PokeTalks, and even, well, fairly early on in the First Gen series, I did do a Thoughtful Thursday on like the 4 First Gen starters. Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, and Pikachu had like a 4-way point battle based on how well they would do against gym leaders. So I included that in there. And honestly, like, if you see like private videos at the very end of the playlist, it's because, well, usually I will upload videos about a week in advance, and then when it's just, okay, this is coming out in the next couple days or so, then I'll just add it to the playlist at the very bottom, and it'll be there for, well, whenever. Okay, so, yeah, anyway, that's the first playlist. Let's see, another playlist is just Let's Plays, like all the core games, all the Stadium, just no PokeTalks. There is one playlist that is just the PokeTalks. There is one playlist that's just the Let's Plays of the core games, and finally one playlist that is just the Let's Plays of Stadium. Okay, take a breath. That's number 1. Number 2, do not judge me too harshly in the very beginning, because Pokemon First Gen were the very first videos that I had recorded. yeah, it wasn't the first videos that I'd uploaded, but I kind of had a plan of what to upload when, sorta. And I stuck with the plan. But, yeah, I mean, like, the first ever videos that I recorded, period. Oh, dear gods, I was so nervous. I had no idea what to say commentary-wise. I was doing a lot of ums, ahs, and just dead silence while playing the game. Eventually I got better, and hell, even now it's just like, eh. The camera's on, I'm recording, or playing, or streaming, whatever the hell's going on, I'm having fun with it. And I've gotten used to being on camera at least, so, yeah. If I could go back in time, have the confidence I have now, but without the experience, or without the knowledge of what I've learned along the way, just to have the confidence, that would be so much better. And hell, God, there was so much friggin' scuff there, too, because it was, I had the worst possible settings with OBS when trying to record, and it shows, and I had no idea what I was doing editing, and it shows. Yeah, like I said, I've gotten better in all areas over the past, 3.5 years? So, yeah. Yeah. Hell, at least I have learned, instead of being stuck in my old ways going, no, this is the only way. I'm more than willing to learn from my mistakes. Okay, now this next comment, I have absolutely no idea why in the hell it got deleted, but from Arstan saying, great show, just subbed. Well, Arstan, I hope you're still subbed. I hope YouTube didn't, delete your account for whatever stupid-ass reason YouTube might have. But thank you for the sub, and thank you for the comment, even if the comment's not there anymore, for whatever the hell reason. We have at least one top fan right now, Frizetti. Or, no, Icy Roserod first. Icy Roserod left the comment first. Yeah, so, Icy Roserod, quick comment on Wild Wednesday 26th. Yeah, the Pokemon theory, Trainer Red is a ghost in Red and Blue, which, Icy Roserod just says, good episode. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. And then, yeah, not just top fan Icy Roserod, but top fan Frizetti saying, also on Wild Wednesday 26th, the Red Ghost theory, saying, great video. Well, thank you, Frizetti. Thank you for that. Then, Fartworm Jr. Let's see. Given the month that this Thoughtful Thursday comes out, how did you like the streams of Worms Armageddon? In fact, I'm just a few hours from going to do that, eventually. But, yeah, at least the first one. And hopefully it works well. The test run, oh god, the test run took 2 hours for me just to figure out how in the hell to get it to work. Eventually it did work, and I'm just, well, freaking finally! Yeah, but anyway, Fartworm Jr., let's see, the comment on Wild Wednesday 26, the Red Ghost theory, Fartworm Jr. says, interesting theory. Yeah, I kind of thought so too, but there was just too many holes in it. I'm just, no. Then, let's see, the next comment on Pokemon First Gen PokeTalk 20, from this point forward, Guitarist Darren saying, nice. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, then Frizetti on, Thoughtful Thursday 21, Tales from Retail 3. And this is Tales from Retail 4. If Frizetti says, great Thoughtful Thursday. Well, thank you for that, glad you enjoyed it. Then, Fairy Ray on, Thoughtful Thursday 21, Tales from Retail 3, saying, love these Thoughtful Thursdays. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing them once a month, just to let myself have more time for other stuff. Okay, then, let's see. First time commenting is April 10th. I probably butchered that. I'm so sorry. With April, I'll just use first name. April leaving a comment on Super Smash Bros. 64 Live, starting from the beginning, the VOD of that, saying, I remember playing Smash Bros. 64 on the N64 emulator on my old phone. Good times, good times. And I already unlocked all 4 characters and everything. Well, for my part, I have, like, original hardware here. I like actually playing it like that, because, well, okay, Nintendo, and as far as my Google searches have shown, well, not just Nintendo, but any company that has, like, some kind of emulator of their games, no one has actually ever been sued for playing on an emulator. Some people have received cease and desist letters, but nothing has ever escalated beyond that. And the way I figure it is just, hey, if I'm playing on original hardware, even if, like, you know, because recently I went to get a few 64 games from the local retro game shop, and even though Nintendo doesn't make any money off of that, it's like a brand recognition thing or whatever the hell excuse they use. I don't know, but at least I won't receive a cease and desist letter for doing this, or at least for using original hardware. Better safe than sorry, and honestly, with my luck, I would be the first person to be sued by Nintendo or whatever else. Then, let's see. Yeah, okay, so, second comment from April on the Super Smash Bros. 64 Live, trying unlocking Ness, then Luigi, then the rest, again. God. Yeah, there were some scuff issues that week. Lost connection to the internet, and then had to re-find the connection, and yeah. Anyway, so April just says, it's funny and weird that Luigi sounded like Mario, except a bit higher pitched. Funny, lol. Yeah, well, I mean, they are brothers, and it's like Mario goes, woohoo, and then Luigi goes, I'm the wiener. And they might sound a little similar because they are supposed to be brothers. Maybe that was on purpose. So anyway, so let's see. We have, first comment from Trill Gates. Yeah, on the Super Smash Bros. 64 special, Luigi break the targets board the platforms. I uploaded like 13 friggin' videos that day. Wow, that was something. But Troll Gates says, what a legendary game. Yeah, and it set off a huge franchise among yeah, that has, because there's one for GameCube, one for Wii, one that's kind of like for the Wii U and the 3DS, and then the latest one for Switch, which is Ultimate, I think. Or maybe, I don't know. Eventually, one day in the future, I will find out. But for now, let's see, we have, a super quick comment from April on the Super Smash Bros. 64 short. One last, seeing you one last time in SSB 64. Yeah, just saying, wow. Well, hey, thank you for the comment. And then, wrapping things up, actually, as I was recording this, helping to wrap things up is Wei Chun. Yeah, top fan, Wei Chun, on Pokemon First Gen, episode 59, Escaping Pokemon Mansion. Wei Chun says, Bind is so strong. You sure about that? Bind is actually one of the absolute weakest moves. The greatest strength of Bind is that it prevents the enemy Pokemon from moving at all. At least in First Gen. I think I was watching something somewhere, like, I think it was Third Gen at least, where Bind no longer prevents the opponent from making an attack. So at that point, it's just, well, this is kind of pointless. Maybe it has some other feature to replace the fact that it prevents, or that it no longer prevents the Pokemon from attacking. Maybe it has some other unique feature to make it worth that loss. But anyway, that is the final. That is the final comment that I see for now. So I will well, I'll have to get this over to my computer, edit it, and then, I don't know, sometime in the month I'm recording this, I will definitely have to get more on the Secret 6 game, because it's been several months, and every single week is a week closer to when Intermediary Vlog 5 needs to come out. So, yeah, hopefully within, hopefully sometime within the next 5-6 months, I can wrap up the Secret 6 game and get that massive project for Intermediary Vlog 5 out and done and over with, and it'll be one less damn thing on my mind. Yeah, but in order to do that, I need to wrap this up, so I will see you in the next one. If you have any ideas for a Thoughtful Thursday topic, put it in the comment section down below. I'll give it a quick look, and I'll possibly do a Thoughtful Thursday on it sometime in the future. I will see you there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell so you can always be notified whenever I upload another video. And of course, have fun.